straight out of uni, I was lifeguarding part-time, got a job at Next. I was like, right, I've made it now. In simple terms, it's fashion maths, really.
We love all the technical detail here.
A lot of my friends and family even now say, Next do brands. Yeah, we do. Over 1,000 of them, actually.
Is that like your sport now? Or?
Triathlon is my sport now, yeah. So I did Ironman.
I mean, Ironman as well.
Did Ironman Portugal on Saturday. Yeah, it's better than being at the pub. You're better off.
It's podcast Matt, Ironman Ben.
I've been called worse than so.
So I used to be the one going around, whether it was like, menswear, women's wear, whatever. Oh, let's do this, let's do that. So it was Instagram Matt was my title, and that's just shifted to podcast Matt now. But some people who know me for ages are like Instagram Matt, and I'm like, no. It's like you can just call me Matt as well, you know. But no, that's how it's known. But yeah, no, it's good.
Are you from around here?
Leicester.
Yeah. So whereabouts?
City centre now, but Syston grew up.
Oh, our rivals growing up playing rugby.
Wow.
I'm an Inkley boy.
How are you?
Yeah.
Okay, South. You play rugby?
Yeah, I used to. Played semi-pro for a bit.
Did you?
I got paid to play for 6 games.
Oh, did you?
Then, yeah, called it quits.
What
broke my hand.
What position?
I could never, my weakness was I could never nail down a position. I was utility, so I played, 10, 12, full-back, wing. Whatever,
back row. Oh, so in the backs. Then.
Yeah, in the backs.
Oh,
yeah,
right. I was going to say,
small.
yeah, definitely. I was going to say that.
Small.
But did you have more? Did you have like more bulk when you played, or?
No, not really. Maybe like 10 kilos more, but not a lot more. No, but I say I'm not the biggest. But
so what stopped you playing? Sorry,
I broke my hand.
Oh God, you got a right good score. Yeah.
Yeah. I basically when I was in before sixth form, I got offered the scholarship to play rugby league. So basically, the RFL, which is the governing body of rugby league, they said, right, we want to get more people from the Midlands to go play rugby league because it's all in the north. So I got offered a 2-year pro scholarship, basically, at Loughborough University.
For rugby league,
rugby league. So the idea is you play for 2 years and then you get cherry picked, I guess, from
the clubs.
The clubs, yeah. So my best mate, for example, he got cherry picked by London Broncos. He's playing for Salford at the moment. So, and there's a lot of players from the Midlands that got in, but I broke my hand in like end of year 1. Don't get me wrong, I probably wouldn't have made a professional anyway. And I'm not saying, if I did my knee, I'd have been pro. But yeah, so I did that, but I broke my hand and got it all pinned up, so it doesn't actually bend past level.
Oh, so you can't go like that then?
No, so it's just straight. My team will laugh at me telling this story. That was terrible, but they won't hear the end of it. But yeah, so I broke that, but then carried on playing because it's all fused in. So played at uni and then did 1 year, played semi-pro for a few games and then went and did triathlon instead. So
triathlon?
Yeah.
So is that what you've transitioned to then?
Yeah,
is that like your sport now? Or?
Triathlon is my sport now, yeah. So I did Ironman.
I mean, Ironman as well.
Did Ironman Portugal on Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah, Ironman Cascais. Yeah,
wow.
So.
Ironman Ben then, yeah?
Well, if you want to call me that.
Yeah, you know, podcast Matt, Ironman Ben.
I've been called worse than so. Yeah, no, I did that on the weekend, so back in the office Monday.
What's that like, doing an Ironman? Where's the mind go? That's what
Do you know what? It's actually you go into sort of flow state in terms of, it doesn't feel like 10 hours. Like, so I'm sure to everyone watching, it feels more than 10 hours. But I mean, yeah, the swim, you're just sort of getting by. I mean, it's just a 10-hour event. It's not, I guess you're doing it all at about 60% intensity. So it's not hard all the time. It's just fairly hard for a long time. I don't know, the marathon's horrible though.
Why?
What do you mean?
Oh, the marathon part.
The marathon part's the worst. The bike's okay because you've got quite a lot to focus on. And the swim, you're just thinking, right, it's the start now, just sort of warming up.
Because does it go swim, bike, run?
Yeah, so it's 3.8k swim.
This is the Ironman.
Yeah, this is the Ironman. So, for example, last weekend, you start in Cascais Bay, which is just a beach in the bottom of Lisbon, basically, down the coast.
Nice.
And then so you do 3.8k, get out, go on your bike, go into if you've been to Lisbon, it's like the mountains of Sintra. So you can ride up the mountains of Sintra, all the way back round, you go around the Estoril F1 circuit, which was pretty cool to be fair. And then you drop down by the coast and then go all the way to Lisbon, the Golden Gate Bridge, and all the way back to Cascais, and then do that twice. So that's 180k, so 112 mile.
How long's that bike bit taking?
It depends how fast you go. I think I was about 5 hours 15.
On a bike?
Yeah, which is like just over 21 mile an hour average on a bike. And then, a marathon. So it was 3 laps up and down the coast in Cascais.
And that was the bit where you were like, what am I doing?
But when you get to, the bit that gets you is you get to about 14 miles on the run and you think, I've still got 20k left. And 20k is a long way. I'm like, that's a long training run, let alone at the end of an Ironman. So yeah, it was tough to out.
What drives you to do them then?
I like the purpose. I think it gives you purpose to do things inside and outside of work. So I know a lot of the time I get up early before work, get up at 5, go on the bike for a couple of hours, get home from work, you've got something to do. I like the purpose of it and the training and getting better for different things and being fit. And it also means you can relatively eat what you want. When you're training that hard,
I mean, the after meal after that Ironman, it must be like, give me whatever.
Honestly, I had 2 pints and I felt like I was on Mars.
Really?
Yeah, I was like cooking because you're so dehydrated for it. But yeah, definitely well earned. About 10,000 calories.
Wow.
In a day.
Fair play. That's some achievement, you know.
Yeah,
that's some massive achievement. Like, have you ended it being pleased with yourself, or you ended it being like, I can do more?
Well, no, I'm definitely gonna do more. That was my second one this year. So I've entered Ironman Tours next year for June, and then probably. Well, I bought a very expensive bike, so I've got to make use of it now. Do a few more events.
So you're always aiming for the next one, then. So you like to have that goal, then, as well, yeah.
Yeah. No, well, I booked it afterwards retrospectively. So I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll see if I enjoy an Ironman event because they're quite an expense to enter.
Are they?
Yeah. How much do you reckon? An Ironman event. Ironman Tours, for example, next June 16th, June 14th. How much do you reckon it was to enter?
Grand?
No, to be fair, it's not far off. About 730 quid, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
800 euros.
I thought you were going to go really high.
Yeah,
then.
it is.
But that is a lot. And then you've got, like you say, you've got to buy your own bike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get all the right running gear, swim gear.
Yeah.
So yeah,
all our
travel. Yeah,
it's a very expensive hobby, but very rewarding. I'd say anyone can do it. I try to get my team on it actually, because it's not about skill.
Onto an Ironman.
Not an Ironman, but triathlon in general, because it's so accessible with different. This is not like a.
No, it's good.
It's not a sponsorship for triathlon, but it's good because it gives you something to focus on. It keeps you busy outside of work. Yeah, it's better than being at the pub. You're better off.
I agree with that. I agree with that part. Yeah,
they're saying in branded at the moment, run clubs are the new nightclubs, so it feeds into that, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's the trend we're seeing.
I agree with that. Run clubs are becoming extremely popular.
Yeah,
they are becoming extremely popular. And is that what's some of those things? So we better introduce you. So it's Ben.
Yeah, so yeah,
it's Ben.
I'm Ben.
Are you not just an Ironman athlete? You are also a
assistant merchandiser within the branded sportswear department.
Nice fit for you then, isn't it?
Oh, it's bang on, yeah.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, if I was to have a seat anywhere in the business, I'm exactly where I want to be. So, yeah, it's great.
And what's some of those things that because it sounds to me like, you're pretty committed, you've got to be committed, you like having purpose. Do you bring some of that into work? Or?
Oh, I think the discipline of your training, I think you probably learn it from a young age, but it definitely transfers into work in terms of you've just got to get it done. I think the expectations here and I guess the standards that they set, you've got to be on it at all times. But I guess it's nice. I like to be busy in my personal life and like to be busy in work life. So yeah, it's a good challenge here, but it's good stuff really.
So do you feel like, I was going to say that, do you feel as though the next environment culture that it fits you?
Oh yeah, down to the ground. I can't sit still. So it's the same. It's the same in work. There's always the next job to do. The next. Have you looked at this in this way? What is happening with this brand? It's a lot of plate spinning in brands, I'd say. And
talk to me what your day in the life is. How's that all set up? Or like not normal, but what do you do? Like the responsibilities.
So as an assistant merch, I've always, in simple terms, it's fashion maths really.
Fashion maths. Okay.
Yeah, it's essentially you've got to get the right stock in the right place at the right time in the right quantity. So in brands, for example, you'll work with a buyer. In terms of the process, how it works, so you work with a buyer, you'll go to a brand. So, for example, next week, I'll see the North Face and they're in Switzerland, in Stabio. So we'll go over there with a rough plan of what we want to select in terms of options. The buyer and yourself, me as the merch, will curate the range. So we'll select exactly what we want. And it's down to me to have a look on the system and see what's the sales analysis from last year, what does that tell us, what things have we learnt from this year's range from a numbers perspective that we can apply to next year. So what did we buy too much of, what didn't we buy enough of, what's the feel of the next trend, what do we really want to push, and then it's up to me to, I guess, top that all up really, do the maths on it, look at missed opportunity from last year's, seeing where we could have grown more, see where we need to come away from, and then ultimately sign that off with management. So it's very, very numbers heavy, I guess, but it's interesting. And it's good in brands because I think if you see opportunity within a range, if you can justify it to management, they'll agree with you to an extent.
And what's the justification? Sorry.
So say if we want to sign off of, I don't know, plus 10, plus 20, and we've said, look, we've had these styles this year, they've done X, Y, and Z, they've sold out. We want to buy this of next year, and that's a plus 10, plus 20, whatever.
And that's plus 20%? Or
plus 20% on last year.
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm just...
I'm so in it.
You're getting like... So we love all the technical detail.
Yeah, plus 10, plus 20 versus last year, because you'll always look at everything versus exactly the same week last year. So whether that's week on week or year on year from a cumulative perspective. So how the season's run, which is roughly last 6 months of the year.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
So you like the numbers side then as well?
Yeah, it's interesting, yeah. It's like, I think as a merch, you before, I guess I started Next, I had no idea how bad on Excel I was, and then you suddenly get quite good on Excel. It's quite satisfying when you get different sheets to talk to each other and, tot it all up. Because I think in brands, the systems don't necessarily work as well, I guess, for the guys' own brand, they're doing brands, because we've got, thousands of options. Like, I think me by myself probably looks after 6,000 to 8,000 options.
And options, you mean products?
Like, products
individual products on the website, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so
how do you manage all that? Like,
a high amount of prioritisation, I would say. But, well, yeah, you're very stretched in brands, is what I would say.
Yeah.
Because I know necessarily you buy a finished product, but there's a lot more, I guess, that goes into the number side of things and trying to plan and mitigate risk through, different levers you have. I won't say too much.
And what's the scope of these brands? Because I think a lot of people at Next probably don't know. Like you said you work specifically on sportswear as well.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of people probably don't even know we actually have brands full stop.
I know. A lot of my friends and family even now say, Next do brands. Yeah, we do. Over 1,000 of them, actually. But when I first joined, I joined 4.5 years ago. I was on the premium teams, that was on the lifestyle team. So brands is roughly split into two in terms of you've got the fashion side of things and then you've got the sportswear style of things. So I joined on the fashion side of things and they've got like different departments. So they've got premium, which I guess has got like Hugo Boss, Tommy Hilfiger, those sort of brands. Then you've got lifestyles, that's sort of more Barber, Levi's, those sort of brands. That's just to name a few. But then upstairs, we've also got the big hitters. So we've got Nike, Addy, I've done North Face, is probably one of the biggest ones now. Then you've got Berghaus, Columbia, Regatta, all the outdoor brands. They've also got a lot of the performance footwear ones, so New Balance, Asics, On Running, a few more to come in 2026.
Keep that under wraps.
Yeah, and even sort of like cool ones like Saucony and brands like that. So there's a real nice mix of brands you can get access to, and that's probably my favourite part is when you get to go to the showrooms and see all the stuff when if you're a runner like me, go and see some of the running brands. Pretty wicked, to be fair.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, so you get that personal satisfaction as well of kind of...
Yeah, when I eventually move across to that area in a few weeks' time, hopefully I'll get to go see some of the showrooms. And,
nice.
Yeah, I'll be in the dream seat, really. Basically, yeah, so very pleased by that.
And is that area growing quite a lot then?
Yeah, massively. I think with the launch of Sports Club, the end-use performance is something we've typically found that a lot of the customers we've got have maybe shopping Next sportswear in like a lifestyle way, but with access to Sports Club, which is a really credible end-use destination for performance-driven apparel, really. That's hopefully going to give us a lot of unlocks and really drive that business forward because, the sales have been really encouraging, definitely on some of the performance bits. And so running particularly, I say all their new sports, they're going to try and make waves in, even sort of like things like equestrian, cycling, all these sort of things.
That niche, yeah?
Yeah, I say I'm doing a triathlon. I'm keen to drive that cycling and use forward. So yeah, hopefully there's a few things in the pipeline there. Try and get a few cycling brands on, and go for all angles.
I guess the advantage is, though, like yourself, like we're going back to like what I was talking about at the start. Once you're in and you're invested and you're enjoying it, I guess paying for stuff that you need, you kind of just do it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, you might not get you're not going to get millions of people shopping cycling, but everyone that does they're in it, yeah?
Yeah, and there's quite a big opportunity, even in cycling, with like, trying to push this cycling project forward, but if you look at actually what's happened in that particular industry after COVID, there was a lot of booms and things like that, and it's looking at I guess, a bit outside the box, thinking, right, is there actually a gap for cycling in the industry? And if you look at some of the retailers that have unfortunately gone out of business, that's something that we're trying to, I guess, capitalise on. So all end-use sports, we're going to, try and have a credible name in it, but obviously in a sensible way about it, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
Start small and hopefully grow a number.
And that's all under this like sub-brand of Sports Club, yeah?
Yeah, that should be, that's one of the key drivers, and we're hoping that will obviously unlock more doors for us, really. As soon as that gets, it should be a bit of a snowball effect, we're hoping. So it'll be interesting. It is a really exciting place to be on brands at the moment, I'd say.
Yeah, 100% sounds it. I mean, it's, like you said, there's so many. I think what's driving it is as well, like you say, after COVID, there's a lot of need for people to find new communities and stuff as well.
Yeah.
And then I think they're using sport or activity or whatever, however you want to phrase it, to fuel that.
Yeah.
And like you say, it feels like people are just fed up meeting down the pub, so they want to do other things.
Well, yeah, that's it. I think you can be more productive. It's so nice to wake up on a Sunday without the hangover. Not that we all don't do it at times.
No, we all do it at times, but every weekend is it's kind of gone, right?
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, definitely out a bit less than it used to be. That's for sure. But yeah.
And out of like the day to day, what do you enjoy about Next? Like the brand itself, what's keeping you here?
The people's great. Like, I think in Brandon we've got quite a nice young culture, and it's there's a lot of be yourself and have a good chat, and we're all friends at the end of the day. We've got a really good team and atmosphere, and I do find the job really interesting personally. Yeah, I'm probably a bit weird in that sense, but I'm interested in it. I like seeing all numbers come through and tracking sales in week. Thinking, we're going to hit plan. There's always, what I like about it, I guess, is there's always an action point. If your sales are hitting plan, great, can you trade into it? If your sales aren't coming through, right, how can we minimise the markdown to deliver a successful season sort of thing? So there's always an action point, which whatever happens, it's always keeping you busy. And there's a lot to the job. It's not just, I guess, buying product. There's a lot of forecasting you've got to do in the systems. And there's always something to do, which I like. It keeps it busy.
Is it harder to... Have you ever worked not anywhere else other than brands, or no?
No, I joined straight out of uni.
Straight out of uni. I was lifeguarding part-time to get a bit of money, and then I got a job at Next. I was like, right, I've made it now, because it was only 20 minutes down the road. So I joined as a trainee, and I was... Oh, you came on the trainee scheme then,
so I came in the trainee scheme into brands, then got promoted to assistant, and then after a couple of years moved up to sportswear. So it's my second move, and then hopefully moving across now to, I say hopefully, I hope it's confirmed, but moving over to the footwear side of things, which will be really exciting.
Nice. What was that trainee scheme like? Cast your mind back, like?
It was a long time ago now. It was in COVID when you had all the boxes in the booths, so you had to sit one apart, and it was in it felt like a big call centre at the time. But I remember being buzzing to be there. I remember speaking to my merch manager saying, I'm just buzzing to be in this company. It's amazing. I was looking at some of the sales figures thinking, you sell how many thousand of them a week? This is insane. But I say the trainee programme was great. Got to give a lot of credit to the assistants, because I say how it works is you'll have a trainee, and then you hopefully have a couple of assistants above you, and then a merchandiser and merch manager. But the assistants I had at the time, they were really helpful. No question was a stupid question. And so you learn really from the people around you. So, and as long as they're in the office and helping you out with different bits, it was, and you have a lot of good opportunities within brands, I'd say. They give you opportunity pretty quickly, and it's either sink or swim, so...
Yeah.
Best get swimming.
Really? Not to use the analogy. Yeah.
Oh, God. Anything to get it back to Ironman,
full circle. Well, I appreciate you coming on and sharing that about Ironman as well, because I think that's I think it's important that people do have stuff out of work as well to drive them. Yeah. Because it's, work, don't get me wrong, when you're here, work hard and that, but having that thing outside of work as well is equally as important.
Complements each other, right? That's what I say.
Well, thanks for coming on the podcast.
No problem.
Cheers.
No, thank you.